Alright, what's up guys, SecretFluffyNation3 here, playing some more solo Minecraft adventures today. And it has been a long time since I've done a video in this game here, really, Minecraft. And, like a lot. And so I actually went to my channel and checked out when, sorry about the clicks, by the way, I have a mechanical keyboard now. I went and looked up the last episode, which is episode 40. And wrote down the date for that, and the date for that was January 30th, 2016. Right now, it is, June 28th, 2017. So it's been more than a year. Probably seems like more like a year and a half since I've even posted a solo Minecraft Adventures episode, which is ridiculous if you really like solo Minecraft Adventures and you were kind of missing out and you needed your Minecraft fix from me, which I don't know if you needed that or not, but I'm here doing it. And then I looked up, because I watched most of the video and how I'm talking about how I haven't, posted in a while of solo Minecraft adventures, and so I then looked up, well, when was episode 39? Because if in episode 40 I'm talking about, not playing much and I haven't posted in a while, then obviously it's been a while then. So then I looked up episode 39, and that was October 22nd, 2015. So it had been a few months since I even posted then. How many minutes? About four months or so. I'm gonna say, yeah. You know what? No, that's not even 4 months. It's like 2 months. That's 2 months. What am I doing? Math. Math's the worst. Math is the worst, and it is for nerds. So, so I was like 2 months then. And I remember I used to post these things almost every single week or every single other week, depending on if I missed or not and what was happening in school. But now I haven't felt the need to play Minecraft. It hasn't always been the easiest thing to record. It takes a lot of time. I pretty much, when you work basically almost 40 hours every single week and you try to do school on top of that, things do fall. So, yeah, but I'm going to record an episode today. I don't know how frequent these will be, but if I ever do record an episode, this will come out on a Saturday at 12 o'clock, or 12 in the afternoon, so noon. It'll come out at noon on a Saturday, so whichever Saturday I record it. I'm not going to say every Saturday. It's just, if you see a Minecraft episode, it came out on Saturday if you missed it. So, yeah, and so whenever I was looking through this world, this part here, I remember this was the last thing I was doing. This was the thing I actually remembered I was doing, and the episode kind of gave me a little bit of a refresher, but not much. So I jumped on and played a little bit, and all I did was add some birch floor and added some more of this, and found out that my numbers are wrong here with redstone and whatnot. So I gotta fix that, which might mess up some numbers going back in this direction, but I will fix that. I also, since that time, this is a different keyboard, so it's an actual mechanical keyboard, so it's going to make a lot of click sounds. My microphone is just to the left of my keyboard, which is probably it's the only place I can really have it. And then I got a new mouse, and I have a Razer. It was a Razer Naga? No, it's not a Naga. Let me open Synapse and actually tell you what it is, because I should know, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, so it's a Razer Naga Chroma. It's the one that has like 12 buttons on the side. I don't know if all the Nagas have 12 buttons, but it's like the MMO special one with every single button ever in existence, which is really cool. I don't use a lot of the buttons, but I did remap some of them. So since it has all the buttons on the side, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can pretty much just hit 1 and it goes to the item, and 2 and 3, so it cycles through. It works. Ooh, cow. What are you doing here, cow? Got my house. Oh, we got another one. It pretty much just cycles through the normal numbers. 10 is 0, which of course in this game is nothing, which I will probably change to something interesting. It's the easiest one to hit. And then 11 I have it zoom, which is super cool. It went from control to zoom, which is, I'm pretty sure it was control. Actually, I don't know what zoom was. But makes it really easy to just do it on the mouse. I'm like, whoa, dramatic. Then I can do that. And then 12 is my quick sprint button. So how before that was control, which is okay. I will still double tap, so you normally hear click click because that's what I'm used to. That's what I've been playing. That's the way it was for a long time, since the time I've been playing. But if you don't hear double tap, then it's just me hitting 12, being lazy. Up the DPI. I don't know what you can see during fraps. I just upped the DPI a little bit, so if it's shaky or whatever, I'll turn it back down. But it's at 3600 right now, and it goes from 1600 to 3600. Whoa, dang! Which I'm gonna have to play with a lot to see where I need to go, and I might change some of the settings of that. Might change this to 2000 DPI on normal. I'm not sure. Probably need to do a mouse mat calibration. But let's see. What was I gonna do? What was I doing? I was putting birch floor. Well, I was. You know what? I'm gonna come back down here real quick. So since I haven't played Minecraft in a while, learning some of this again was a little difficult. I kind of remember what's happening, and it's kind of like riding a bike. You're pretty wobbly in the beginning, but then you remember pedaling and whatnot, and it's full. You're good. You can just start riding, and you feel like you could ride for miles and never be tired. So really, what I'm gonna do right now, and I'll come back in and update you guys on things that have happened and different stuff, is I'm going to, of course, fix this, and I might try to farm out some more materials to get all the pistons ready for this one. And I'll come back and I'll show you guys building. I'll talk to you guys whenever I'm building that. I'm not going to leave you out on that. But really, I'm probably just going to try to mark out the floor, put birch wood down, and try to build out a lot more of these walls here. So that way, when it's time to put in the pistons, I can pretty much start automation. And this might be like a week in advance. Like, I might finish this episode a week and a half later. So if I come back and I have tons of bone meal and stuff like that, it's because I just sat at my skeleton farm, for like 8 hours and then killed everything. So yeah, I'll be back with you guys whenever I'm ready to put pistons down for this next tree trap thing. So yeah, see you then. Alright guys, so I'm right back. So I know I'm not in the factory floor right now, but I am working on kind of another project mid-video that I didn't think I was going to get to because I got a little carried away in some other projects I had going on. So I went to go make some sticky pistons for some stuff, and I did not have any, and so I did not have any slime balls either, which led me to then start the project of a slime farm. Yeah, I guess like slime. It's not a spawner. Yeah, I guess it would be a farm, which took me to this idea right here. So I actually looked up a good amount of videos, and I remember why I stopped playing Minecraft a little bit, because you end up looking at videos on more farms, and I end up spending hours and hours. Like, I think I've spent probably 3 hours tonight just playing Minecraft, not even recording, just getting to this point. And most of that was kind of crafting. Ooh, got a slime. Crafting this slime farm here, and which is awesome. And whenever it's fully functional, I believe I can have a good amount of slime balls. Now I don't need tons. I got 17 right there. Like that's a lot. And I know the numbers are just gonna keep going up whenever it's actually operational, and whenever I can kind of get this thing moving. So now I am in a slime chunk, so it does fully work. I know that because I use Ray's minimap, which is how I pulled up the map right there, and how come I have it in the top corner. If you're new to this, then I play with a lot of mods, and it's kind of my custom mod pack, and that's a part of it. But in this project, it has made me remember one of the other things I did want to build, and that was a train station. So as you can see, with Ray's minimap, all I have to do is press M, and it pulls up all of my stuff. So as you can see, I have exit menu, which is just kind of getting out. You can also press M, and it gets out of that too. You can go to your config and what you see on the stuff and whatnot. Then you go to waypoints, so you can actually set waypoints in the world. As you can see, all of mine and kind of what they're named. You can also look at waypoints in the nether too. So as you can see, I have slime, and it gives me coordinates I can rename and color, and I can actually see the beacon on the map, kind of like a little dot, which is just right there. But when you have a lot of waypoints, that gets really annoying. So I got my base one, so I'll just click on the color there, and I can teleport to my base. So it'll teleport me to those exact coordinates. I can hit cancel, I can hit OK, and it just teleports me straight over there. Now in my mind, it's not cheating because I'm using the mod, but for Minecraft's sake, and if I ever do want to take mods off this world again, which I don't think I will, I'm gonna make a train station just for another project and for Minecraft and recording sake, because I know some people do not like that. And honestly, like, my computer, I remember it used to run this mod pack pretty well. Now I've pumped with a few more programs and whatnot, and so used to run 60 just about everywhere except in the factory over there. But that was just because it has some IC2 stuff, and IC2 stuff will pretty much ruin whatever chunk area that it's in. If you don't know that and you don't play with IC2, that's just Industrial Craft 2, so it's not the newest mod at all. I mean, I do play in 1.7.10, which also isn't the newest. I think they have like 1.11 or some crap like that. But I do need to make a train station, which then made me think. So I got my mansion here, which is nice. I use that for a few things, but I mostly just use a room, which that's cool. And then I have what used to be my small house right there, and I kind of turned that into like a train station-esque looking thing, which just takes me to my nether portal, which will have a not my nether portal, and then of course right there I have my little kind of secret hatch, which it's always turned on so you can always see it, but I can turn it off. I guess it's always turned off so you can see it. But it takes me to my my nether portal and my enchantment table, and I think that's also my sugarcane. No, one of my old automatic potato farms, which is pretty great. And I need to go by there and stand. I then have kind of my green lab with my sugarcane over here, and my super small cactus farm with an enderman. Interesting. And then you have the factory here, which is going to be my charcoal factory, which means I won't need lava anymore whenever this thing is actually fully running. And the numbers on that is crazy. I'll have to redo the math and put it in a video to actually tell you the numbers that I came up with. But if this whole under part is fully operational, it's gonna be amazing for charcoal. As you can see, it's night, so I get creepers everywhere. And then that's my basically what's in the factory. That was my first design, in which I'm probably just gonna leave that up there. I might encase it and kind of make it its own room. But while I stand on my bridge, which is freaking amazing, I then thought, well, I got spleef in that direction. That's because I'm kind of a mountain. So where do I make the train station? Well, I can make the train station in two spots. I can make it on that hill, which will kind of see spleef, and it'll kind of be in this like floorway direction kind of thing. Or I can make it in the mountain. Honestly, I think the mountain is a cooler area. It'll be harder to chisel out and make it kind of the way I want it, but it'll have a nice, like, this spot right here where my crosshair is. I can make a big, like, glass wall so you can actually see kind of the factory and whatnot. Which I will need to make progress on that. So train station in the future. Do have my slime farm I'm gonna finish, and I will finish the factory. So I'll be back with you guys whenever I have a complete update on the way the factory's working, and whenever I've kind of edited some of this footage together. And it is about whoa. Well, that just sucks. And it has been about a week since I have last recorded. Like I said, these will not be a week, like an every single week on time thing here. It'll just be whenever I can get a chance to record a part. Whenever I have so many parts that equal about 22 minutes, I'll put them out. So yeah, see you guys in the next update. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and build one of the tree farm, the automated tree things. And if you hear raining or a dog barking, it's because it is raining and there is a dog barking. But I'm gonna go ahead and build one of these. And I feel like if I do this every single episode, then maybe eventually this entire room will be finished, and it also won't seem like the worst thing in the world to sit down and just build a bunch of these. So I'm gonna do all the basic stuff right now that I can do, because I think I might have to go get some more redstone. Can I do this? Yeah, I can do it by hand. I've been playing Minecraft like a lot lately across the board. Just kind of, I've been playing it a lot on the console, and I've been playing it a lot on the on PC here, and I still like PC a lot better. Went ahead and placed a lot of the torches. Just, you know, pretty basic stuff I don't like doing, and I think I'm actually gonna change a lot of these blocks like this into half slabs, just because I like half slabs a little bit better than I do normal looking blocks. They look a bit thinner and look a little bit nicer, so I guess I'll just go ahead and use them. Do not work for towering up though. That I'll still have to use something else. Alright, I need to make some repeaters real quick, then I can jump back into what I was actually doing. Alright, so I got my repeaters, and I'm trying to kind of copy what's going. Dang it, I can't make a jump. Just kind of trying to copy what's going on over here, because I mean that was kind of like old Minecraft me that knew completely what I was doing, and now this is new Minecraft me that for some of this redstone stuff I don't fully remember, and I think I gotta actually move this over by one, yeah, because it's not supposed to touch. I'm supposed to have a gap, because I forgot that I shifted the entire thing over by one block. Alright, so I got it, guys. I was just having a problem with this block right here. I wonder if I can actually replace this real quick. I was having a problem with this block that was right here, with it being a half slab. For some reason, the half slab's not wanting to make that angle and take it down how it will normally do, but whatever, that's fine. It can just be cobblestone for right now, but it does work. So let me show you, if you don't know the concept behind this tree farm. So pretty much whenever you have a tree, it grows straight up, right? So it'll grow up normally about 4 high. So whenever it grows 4 high, it will hit this point right here, which will then activate this. So you have this powered, and then it'll power through the block, which then powers this repeater, which then powers through this, which then turns this torch off, which will turn these torches on, which then will power the pistons, which then will push this. So as you can see, it'll keep working, and so whenever you keep growing trees, it'll kind of just keep pushing it straight across. Now when you have a tree, it'll be fully grown just like this, so you'll have your complete thing. So now I'll go ahead and take that up. So now you have this point in which these pistons work the same way, except you have that power point and you have this. So now whenever this gets cut off, it'll turn this off, which will then turn these on, which will then turn the pistons on to push out. So here we go, we got our tree here. Hup, hup. Boom. And so as you saw there, and as you can see now, it cut it off, which then pushes it out, right? So it'll push everything out, and then you can cut them down. So it's not 100% automated. I still have to come down here and cut the trees down, and it's not 100% automated in the fact that I do have to place saplings in order for it to grow, which I think, yeah, as you can see right here with this dispenser being here, that the dispenser will shoot out bone meal, which is great because then you don't have to bone meal, and it does take a lot of bone meal. So sometimes you'll place a sapling, but because there's an object here and an object here, even though it's open space, and there's 2 objects here, it takes a lot of bone meal to grow, because there's things in its way, and it's also forcing it to grow a certain way. So because that'll take a lot of bone meal, so I can always hit this and then come over to this one, hit that, and pretty much go down a line and hit each one, or yeah, kind of pop in, hit it, run out, pop in, hit it, and just kind of keep that cycle going for a while. But also, if someone else is playing on this world, they can also help me, which I don't think that'll be the case. So I might just have these two be the farm over here, my tree farm, because I don't use that much wood, really. I mean, I'm kind of running low right now, and that's ridiculous for how big this world is, but, you know, when you don't play a lot, it's just one of those things you run into. So, I might just have these two, and or I might have another section over there, and the rest might be cow farm and pig farm, so I can slaughter stuff and make food, because this is pretty much a factory. So, yeah, that's kind of got this finished, and I'll glass some more probably in the next episode, and I'll actually make a decision on whether I want this to be the only setup or not. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I know this has been a while since an episode of this is out. It's been probably a year. I think I had the post, I might have thrown that away. So it's been more than a year, but thanks, guys, for watching. If you want to see more videos kind of like this, or you want to see some Overwatch videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can see all my new videos, and hit the like button if you really like the video and you want to see more from this series. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!